welcome to Playing for Second. My name is Brian, and today I'm going to go back and take another look at Mage Knight, the Apocalypse Dragon expansion. I released a video not long ago that showed off the new Mage Knight Coral as well as the Four Horsemen expansion. And today we're going to take a look at the active dummy player, or the proxy player, and we're going to take a look at some quests. So go ahead and join me at the table, and I'll show you what we have going on. Okay. So we are set up. We are just going to do a solo Conquest game. I have Coral as my proxy player, and we're going to use Tovak, one of the original Mage Knights from the base game. So we are all ready to go here. So a couple things with the proxy player. Unlike the dummy player, at least I think in most scenarios, they are kind of considered another player because they are going to be moving around the board and they're going to be basically taking things from you in terms of what you can do. They're going to be going to sites and they're going to be going and taking out rampaging enemies, things like that. So because they're kind of considered another player, we do have 4 mana in the source and we do have 4 units on offer. So that's going to look a little weird. For the quests, you start with, there are 9 kind of starting quests. They're the ones that have asterisk in the top right. You shuffle those, set aside 4, and then shuffle the rest in with all the other quests. Then you put those 4 on top, and then you only start with 2 of them in play. It's really weird. And then at the start of every turn, if there's not 4 in play, you'll add a quest. So on our second turn, we'll have 4 quests, assuming I haven't done either of these yet, which I haven't looked at them yet. I'm going to attempt to try to do some quests. I have played using the proxy player and the quest one other time, and they're fine. Some of the quests are relatively easy to do or don't really give me the feeling that you have to go out of your way to do them. And some of them you kind of have to go out of your way to do them. So since we are trying to take out 2 cities here in solo conquest mode, if the quests are something we can kind of do along the way, I'm going to attempt to do them. The proxy player, I don't think I like, but I want to try it again, and we're going to try it again. The proxy player, I'll kind of go over the rules here. These are the kind of the rules for them, kind of telling you what they do. The quests are relatively simple. Just determining how they work sometimes can be a little weird because you have to go to certain sites to be able to do some of the quests, and some of them have little quest markers that you have to pop up as well. So we'll have to keep a lookout for that. The dummy player, the first card you flip over every turn is their objective card, and that will tell you what they're trying to do. Are they going after a site? Are they trying to recruit a unit? Are they trying to get a spell? Stuff like that. That objective will stay in play until they do something, until they kill something, until they buy something, until they take over a site, something like that. So that's kind of what those are for the time being. We're just going to leave those here until they are in our way. So, okay, let's get started. I think we are ready to choose some tactics. Let's go over the quests we have here. So the first quest is the execution. There's some flavor, might as well read it. A man is about to be executed for robbery. The gathered crowd informs you that he only stole from those that could afford it in order to give to those who were hungry. So this one has a 1A, a 1B, and a 1C. So you normally have to do these in numerical order. Because there are 1A, B, and C, you basically get to choose which one you want to do. So we can convince the executioners to free the man. To do that, we would have to go to one of these sites, basically, kind of triggers the quest. It's a village, a keep, a mage tower, or an oasis. So we have a keep out, and we have a village out. I like going for keeps. I like the extra hand size that it gets. So this one, if we're going to do it, which we probably will, we're probably going to try to go to the keep to do this one. So the first thing we can do is we can go to that keep then, and we can just pay 4 influence. That's going to get us a fame, that's going to get us a rep, and it's going to get us a random mana crystal. Cool. We also could free the man by force. So to do that, we would have to fight a gray enemy token as your action. If you defeat the token, you complete the quest, you get a fame, and then you're going to gain a random mana crystal. Otherwise, you fail the quest, so you have to defeat the token. And the final thing we can do is we can offer to be the executioner. So we pay 1 attack, we would get +1 fame, but we would lose 1 reputation. So that is our first quest there. This next one is Prove Yourself. We pledge our allegiance to any we deem worthy. When revealed, reveal cards from the regular units deck until you reveal a level 2 unit. Okay. That didn't take long. Shock Troopers. Place that unit underneath this quest card. Place any other units revealed in the bottom of the deck. Cool, didn't have to do that. Steps of this quest may only be completed if your reputation modifier is 0 or higher. So currently it's 0, it's where it starts, so we would be able to do this one as well. All right, any inhabited site, we could discard a card or pay a mana. That is step 1. Step 2 is after defeating one or more enemies in combat, do not gain any fame for one of those enemies. Okay. Step 3, gain 4 or more fame from defeated enemies in one combat. And then we have to put one of the quest tokens in your unit area as a command token and use it to recruit the level 2 that is underneath this quest card for free. You cannot recruit a different unit using the 5. So basically, we can get the shock troopers by going to an uninhabited site, discarding a card to pay a mana, and then we would have to go out and fight, what was it, 4 fame worth of... defeat one or more enemies in combat, do not gain any fame, so don't take the fame from them, and then gain 4 or more fame from defeated enemies in one combat. So that one kind of takes a little while. The leftmost, technically the bottommost, but the way I have it set up, I'm going from right to left here. So the left 2 quests at the end of the round are going to go away, and if you have started them and don't complete them, you lose a reputation. So I think we're going to try to do the Executioner. I don't think we're going to try to do Prove Yourself. That's my plan anyway. Okay, so for tactics, I think I just want to go first because this keep is so close. If the dummy player or proxy player draws a card to go after a keep, I would rather I can get there before that happens. So I think I'm just going to take Early Bird to go first. And then we'll shuffle up and we'll see what they take. Hopefully not Planning or Great Start. Those are the other 2 that I like out here. The Right Moment. Okay, so they are going to go last. We are going to go first. That's really the only thing that those are going to be used for. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of them. All right, so here we are. I'll just set them over here for now. Okay, so yeah, I think I want to try to head towards that keep. Oh, I should probably draw some cards. And technically, I probably should have done that before I chose a tactic, but I want to go first because I want to try to get to that keep anyway. Okay. I think we are just going to go ahead and move to the forest in front of us. So let's do some marching and then a card sideways. That'll get us 3. And let's take a look at what's in here. I don't know the names for all the tokens, by the way. So I don't know what this guy is called. But he has 3 attack, 7 defense. He will not be able to be ranged or sieged down. But not that I have enough range or siege to do that. Well, I guess with concentration, technically. All right, can we kill that orc guy? He attacks for 3, which we could block 3 there. And then we would need to do 5. We do have red mana. So yeah, let's come at me, bro. Or I guess engage the orc. I will say come at me, bro. So we're going to come at me, bro, the orc. It's going to attack for 3. Our cold toughness has ice block 3, which works fine for normal attacks. We are then going to use a red from the source for rage. And then march sideways. Oh man, I'm getting rid of a lot of move, but oh well. March sideways for our 5th attack, and that is a dead whatever those things are. So that is 3 fame, 1, 2, and 3, which will get us a level up. Yeah, I like counterattack and I like heroic tail, but yeah, let's look at our skill first. All right, so we get to look at 2 skills. The first one. Passive block, so that is 3 block, 2 fire block, or 2 ice block. You can use it once a turn. That's one of the reasons I took Tovok. He's got some passive blocks and some passive attacks. I really like passive block and passive attack. All right, in this one, I think that is just, yeah, once a turn, except when in combat. You can discard a wound from hand, and then if you do, you can draw a card. I'm going to take the passive block in hopes that I don't get wounds to discard. So we're going to take this. For now, we'll just put it right here. This one will go away. And we will get a random skill from our dummy player, or proxy player, Coral. And that'll be up for offer in the future. So this is her skill called something, probably. There we go. Desperate Measures. Once a turn, this guy here, 1 card played sideways gives you +2 instead of +1. If you flip this, it gives +3 instead. You may flip this back by discarding a random card it may be a wound card. So that's what that does. And that'll be available for us the next time we level up. If we choose to take hers, we'll have to take the leftmost card. For us, we did just get some passive block. Counterattack does attack, and if you block something, it gives you additional attack. So I feel like that might be the better choice there. Hopefully Heroic Tail is still around, though. I really do like Heroic Tail. So this will go on top of our deck. We'll replace it with Regeneration, which again, hopefully I won't need. We will re-roll this into white, and we will get rid of these cards. And this token. All right. We'll do a discard pile over there, I guess. I don't know. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see here. That's a lot of red. Okay. All right. So our dummy player or proxy player, I will probably be using both of those interchangeably, is going to draw just like normal, just like a normal dummy player. They're drawing 3 cards. The first one becomes their objective. So their first card is green, and then you draw the other 2 like normal. It's blue. There are no blue mana crystals in her inventory thing, so we don't draw any extra. Green, though, is their objective. So if we look at the dummy player, green means they're going to go towards the closest unconquered adventure site. They do come into the portal here. Now, they won't move through lakes. They won't move through mountains. They won't move through us. So, and if there is a tie, we get to pick. Movement, they do get movement. They are going to get +2 movement if it is an advanced action, or if it's one of her special actions, one of her 2 cards that are unique to the Mage Knight, which this one's not. It's just a normal march. They get +1 otherwise, +1 per shield token on the objective card. It will not get a shield until the start of her next turn. If there is a mana in the source of the same color, it would be +1. There is not. Gold also would count. And it also would re-roll that as well. So yeah, I think it's just 1 movement. And let's see. We have the Ziggurat. This would technically be 4 away. So yeah, we're just going to have her go towards the Ziggurat, I think. Cool. All right, so just have to remember at this point that that is the objective card. I'm going to put the shield token on there at the end of this instead of the beginning of the next turn. That might hopefully remind me. So it is back to our turn. Hopefully these are all on camera. This is what we're dealing with here. Okay. Well, I want to go into that keep. That's going to cost 3 movement. We do have 4 movement with those. Oh yeah, I like that. I think that counterattack is going to work perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and move in. We have 4 move. We're going to move into this keep. When we do this, our reputation is going to go down. Still at a 0 modifier. And then we are going to passively block that with our 3 passive block. And then we have counterattack. Counterattack, if we power it up, which I'm going to, does attack 4, and you get an additional 3 attack for each enemy block this turn. Well, we block this guy. So that's going to be 7 attack, which is what it takes to kill him. So that is a dead that guy. Worked out. Hey, gold. Cool. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 fame. We will mark this with one of our tokens, which does mean our hand size is now 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. On our next turn, we're going to look at this execution thing to see what we're going to do. All right. Still have an objective. They're still going to the same place. So we just need to flip 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. That is blue. There is no blue, so no extra cards. Because there is a shield on here now, they're going to get 2 movement, which is all they need. So 2 movement into the Ziggurat. And then they will take over. Now this is one, there are 3 levels to this. So kind of like the mazes or the labyrinths from the other expansions in the base game. And whenever they do that, they will do the lowest one. So we are going to cover the 1. So we can still go there if we want, and we can go to the 2nd or 3rd floor of the Ziggurat. Not sure we're going to try that anytime soon, because I kind of want to recruit those golems, and I kind of want to try this execution thing. So All right, that was them. Because they've done a thing, they no longer have an objective, so the next card we draw will be their new objective. They can also reveal, by the way. So if they draw a card and there's nothing they can really do with it, so for instance, if they draw a card that says, try to go conquer a thing, they can't, because I'm on the only thing that's conquerable, so they can't do that, so they would reveal a new tile. Okay. What do we want to do? Okay, so the execution, we could do this. Which one do we want to do? So we could pay 4 influence. I do have an influence card, just 1 though. Well, 2. There is no red mana. We could fight a gray enemy. If we do, we get a bonus fame and a random mana crystal. I mean, we get a random mana crystal either way. I think we're going to fight, because you do get the fame as well. So when you're doing these quests, whatever you fight, you get the fame like normal. So I think we're going to go ahead and fight a random gray token. Ooh, these are the thugs. These I do remember because you get positive reputation for fighting them. All right, so we're going to choose them. There's no modifiers or anything like that. So, oh, cool. They are 3 attack. We have 3 block. So we are going to block them. And then, well, let's go ahead and use this with Rage. So that's attack 4. We need 1 more attack. I want to get the Golem, so I don't really want to get rid of Threaten. Instinct also isn't terrible. I'm also eyeing this, though. So the fact that I have a Concentrate, a Concentration, and a Mana Draw is also pretty awesome. So we'll do Threaten. So that's sideways for 1 attack. So that is the 5 attack. This thing is dead. Our reputation goes up because they're thugs. This told us we got +1 fame, so we will take 3 fame. So 1, 2, and 3, which will get us another command token. I'm just going to put those right here for now. Once I actually get some units, I'll have to try to figure out where I'm going to put them. But yeah, this thing is dead. We also get a random, right? Random mana crystal. So for that, just like any other time you roll it, we are going to get a white mana crystal. And then we will also roll this to put back into the source, like you would normally at the end of the turn. Blue. Okay. So we have done that. I also forgot, I should have brought out, this is my 2nd turn. So there should already be 2 more quests out. However, we did just do execution. So I'm going to set that to the side, slide this one down. So I forgot to bring out more quests. I was focused on that one. I knew that I was going to do it. So Fragments of Power. This one, let's see here. It looks like we have to go to any inhabited site for this one, which, yeah, I'm not sure we're going to do that. Those are like keeps, villages, monasteries, things like that. This one is investigate the village. So we do have a village. That village is going to get, I think this is how this works. It says village 9. So I think we put quest 9 on here. That is the village we have to go to. A fistful of crystals is this one here. So basically we need to investigate the village. 2 families have started fighting for control of this village. There may be a profit to be made here. Place 2 gray tokens face up in this card. No hero may plunder that village while this quest is on the quest offer. So I'm not sure if we put the gray tokens on here now, or if we put the gray tokens on when we get there. The rules weren't overly clear. At least I didn't think they were. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on there now. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. It makes more, I think, thematic sense. Kind of like when you don't know what's in a keep until you get there. So for now, we are going to just leave that one like that. We draw 2 more cards. All right. And let's see. So this first card is their new objective. It is red, and then 2 more cards like normal. That is white, so 2 more cards from their deck. All right, what are they trying to do on red? Closest unconquered fortified site or non-destroyed monastery. Okay, so this is the example that I had said earlier. There is no unconquered fortified site, and there is no monastery. So they are actually going to explore. That's what this is called. So they explore here. Okay. Oh, another keep. That means they're probably going to head towards it, which is unfortunate because I most definitely want that. No rampaging enemies. Okay. Cool. So that objective goes away because, again, they did a thing. They explored, so this objective goes away. Even though there is now a target for them, it still goes away whenever they do a thing. On our turn, let's go ahead and get another quest here. Traveling Merchant. You meet a traveling merchant selling unusual wares. When revealed, roll a mana die and place a matching mana token on this quest card. Let me grab an extra one here. All right, that is white. So we'll grab a token. So we can trade with him. On any safe space, we can put Quest 22. Once this turn, discard a mana crystal of the same color as the token that is on this card. If gold, any color. If the mana token on the card is black, you have to pay 3 influence instead. Gain either a mana crystal of your choice except the color of the mana on the card, or the top faction token from any faction token pile drawn being used in this game. So I don't really like the faction tokens, so they're okay, but we'll keep it out here. But again, I don't think we're gonna focus that one. All right, our turn. Can we? Well, I want to recruit, but I think I also want to do that. So it would cost 3 movement. Or do I recruit first? So I would need 7 mana for the golems, or not 7 mana, 7 influence for the golems. That's 4. That's 5, 6. This could be 7. I have 1 card left. All right, I think we're going to do that. So we're going to use white. Influence for 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to go ahead and recruit the Guardian Golems. So let's move this somewhere. Put it there for now. And just tuck that guy up there. Okay. All right. And our last card. All right, on their turn, their objective now is also red. So yeah, they're going to head towards that keep. 2, 3, that is green. So they have 2 cards left over here. I don't like them heading towards that keep because I want that keep, but I cannot get there that quick. All right, so they are going to head. That is just a normal card. There is not a matching mana. 1. They're going to head that way, and then we'll throw a shield on there. Cool. On our turn then, let's see. I need 3 move to get there. There's 2. I don't think I can do this. I could crystallize. Yeah, if I crystallize a blue to get a red, and then if I mana draw, no. I have a white. Trying to figure out which card I can get rid of for the other movement. I have a white. The mana draw can get me whatever color I need. Well, that sucks. I don't think I can. All right, maybe next turn. So we are going, I think we're still going to move there. I could get the crossbowmen. Nope, I can't. They cost 6. I don't have any influence. So that, yeah, I needed different colors in the source. Unfortunate. Okay, for the time being, let's just go ahead and crystallize, and let's grab a green. And then we'll roll that into a red. So now, next turn I think I can. 2, 3, that'll get me there. And then this can get me red and blue, and I can use those two. Okay, okay. Cool. I think we're in good shape. All right, dummy player is going to reveal 2 cards. These are the last 2 cards. And then there is a shield on here. So they are going to go ahead and move into the keep and conquer keep. So yeah, the proxy player is more about getting in your way, which is, I think, why I don't like it. I don't know. I'd rather just have my own fun and have this just be the timer. Okay, on our turn, we don't have to worry about any quest. It is full currently, so we're going to move 2. We're going to move 3. And then we're going to go right here. And then with mana draw, we are going to use, what do I need? Blue and red. And then, whoops, there we go. And then we're going to use these 2, and we're going to pay 4 to get 10 fame. We'll re-roll these, even though it doesn't super matter because it's the end of the round. Oh, of course. That would have been great. All right, so 10 fame is going to take us from 9 to 19, which is another level up. So let's see what kind of skills we have here. All right, so I don't remember what this is called. Okay, it's called Who Needs Magic? So this one, once per turn, when you turn a card sideways, it gets 2. If you don't use a mana from the source, it'll get you 3 instead of the normal 1. And that is 2 passive attack, either ice or normal attack. I'm taking that one. Again, I really like passive attack, passive block, even passive move or passive influence. I'm a fan. You can use it a lot. I mean, some of the other abilities, toolbox abilities are all pretty good too. Okay, so we have that. And then, yeah, we're going to take Rogue Tail. Oh, we should probably move this. We're going to take Heroic Tail. I really like this. Get some units. Probably should have tried to do that first and then go recruited the golems. That would have been smart. Already didn't do that, though. So this is going to slide. Okay. Crystal Mastery. Ooh, that's a good one, too. All right, so the dummy player completed their objective. They don't have any other cards, so all they're going to do here is call end of round. We have Heroic Tail. Yeah, so end of round. All right, so at the end of the round, the dummy player again, or proxy, whatever, gets this card. They're going to get a green mana token, just like normal, and then this goes away. These are going to slide down. Oh, we need to get another skill out here for potentially us next turn. Now this one is the Treasure Hunter. Whenever you gain 1 or more artifacts as a combat reward, draw 1 more to choose from. For each spell or artifact you gain as a combat reward, gain a crystal. For spells, if it is the same as for spells, it is the same color as the spell. For artifacts, you can choose. So that's what that guy does there. All right, slide down. These guys are just going to come off. Okay. Crystal Mastery is the only one of those I like. So cool. Herbalists, some Red Cape monks. Those are cool. It's a monastery. Magic familiars I don't like, and illusionists. Pretty much. Red Cape monks, maybe, but we'd have to find a monastery. Okay, these are my skills. Just throw these up here for now. We are heading into nighttime of round 2. Or I guess nighttime of round 1, which is round 2. I don't know. All right. 2 blues, a red, and a white. We are still there. Oh, yeah, this goes away. And this goes away. That village is too far away to try a fistful of crystals. I was going to try that one, but yeah, that village is all the way over there. All right, cool. Shuffle up. So yeah, I guess I'm not sure what the quest. I guess it's to give you some more stuff to do, which is fine. Except some of it's very situationally, like that village is all the way over there. I can't do that. I'm not going to go all the way over there to the village. The keep one, yeah, that worked out great. But that's also, I think, that was a starter one where there was just one thing you had to do. It wasn't a chain of quests that you had to do. So I guess they could be good, but I don't know. So far, I'm relatively unimpressed by quests, as well as the proxy player. Because, again, I don't really want a player getting in my way. That's why I don't play this competitively. I only play it solo and cooperative. But for some, I'm sure that's definitely a change that they were looking for. Something to be a little bit more competitive with it when you're playing solo. Cool. Okay, nighttime. Let's take a look at some tactics. Oh, let's draw cards. We are still next to our keep, so the hand size will be 6. Okay, well, we got Heroic Tail, so none of those things are recruitable in a keep. Every single one of them is recruitable in a monastery. Okay, so that sucks. Do we have any move? We have some move. Yeah, I think we're probably just gonna have to move and reveal. We don't have to watch our map here, because yeah, we're kind of. I mean, we're behind a mountain, so we have enough move to do that. We have the mana to do that, so I'm not going to do preparation. I think I'm just going to do From the Dusk. Sparing Power is the only one that I find that I actually like out of these consistently. And I like that one more specifically when like I know I'm about to go into a city, which I'm not about to do. So let's see. Hopefully they don't take Sparing Power. Of course. Okay, so I'm going first. They're going last. That's all that really tells us. So let's go ahead and get a quest. Cursed. The hero whose shield token was most recently placed on step 1 of this card is cursed. For the cursed hero, the armor in each attack of each enemy, except during PvP, is increased by 1. Okay. We could get some rep. Let's see. Yeah, I don't. Doesn't seem worth it. Maybe they're not super worth it for solo. I don't know. Leave in the comments if you've played with Quest and if you've played with a proxy player. Leave in the comments what you think about it. I'm a little underwhelmed with it, but I'm also underwhelmed with most things in general. So that's a me problem. All right, let's go ahead and move. We're going to stamina, so we're going to move 2, and then we are going to reveal right here. All right, that's a Mage Tower. Ooh, it's another relic as well. There we go. There's also a lake in our way, though, unfortunately. Okay, it is nighttime, so we don't get to see what this ruined is. I think I said relic. I think it's a ruin. We do get to see what this guy is. Cool. And then we've got a Mage Tower. Okay, so that gives us a little something to do. Not a huge amount, but a little something. So we have no move left, and it costs at nighttime. It costs 5 to go into that forest, but we're also not getting any extra cards next turn. So, because we're no longer by our keep. So yeah, we're going to use Swiftness for 2 more movement. We're going to use Instinct for 2 more movement, and we're going to use Heroic Tail sideways for 5 movement, and we'll go right there. And blue turns to blue. Cool. All right, dummy players' first objective of the first night phase is white, which I don't think we've had before. And then 2 more cards. Red, they will get 1 more card. All right, so on a white objective, closest site to acquire a unit, an advanced action, or a spell. All right, I think that's going to be this village. It is 2 away. Oh, no, wait, they're on a place that they can do that. No, they're not, because you can't buy anything at a keep. Can you get anything at a village? You can. They can buy the herbalist at the village. So they're going to be heading towards this village. As a matter of fact, they're going to go 1 there right now to try to go get themselves a unit. They don't use the unit. They just take it from us. All right. Let's see. We could go to the Monster Den. Take our chances at the Monster Den. We could just go to the Ruins as well and see what we got in there. I think that's probably what we're going to do. All right, so let's stamina. We're going to move 2. We're going to go into these ruins so that we can take a look at them. Oh boy. All right. We can fight 3 orcs to get a free unit. That's awesome once we have some elite units. Right now, I don't want any of those units for free. Not even for free. Red Cape Monks, I guess, but I also don't think I'm in any position yet to fight 3 orcs. Well, maybe. Maybe next turn. Kind of depends on what I draw here. So yeah, we're going to end my turn. Oh, sorry, I did not get a quest. Free wine! All right. A stranger offers you free wine. Could you resist? So this is another one where there's just 2 options, 1A and 1B. So 1A is drugged wine. Within 3, so we have to go to a village, a monastery, an oasis, or a, oh, I forget what it's called. The thing from Lost Legion where you can buy units. Don't remember what it's called. There's not one on the board currently. Within 3 spaces of a keep you do not own. So it actually would be that village, which is where they're going. So we won't be able to go there. But yeah, we would add a wound for that one. The other one is swap the goblets within 3 spaces of a keep you do not own. So same deal. We can go to that village. For that one, we would have to pay 2 influence and we could gain a random mana crystal. So that's a possibility because they are about to go to that village to recruit a unit. Movement. That's not great. So yeah, they're about to go to that village right now to recruit a unit. Once they leave, we could go there. It's blue. They won't get any extra, but they are going to go here. And they are going to recruit the herbalist, which again will just get discarded. Okay. All right, I'm going to move our quest rules, and I'm going to move these because I think, I don't know if I don't think I could take 3 orcs. I mean, maybe. I do have the golems who can absorb an attack of 3. I have 3 passive block. But it's not, for me, it's not super worth it to get the Red Cape Monks. Those would be the ones that I would get. So, nah. Not for now. We might come back to that. Okay. Oh, they did draw white, so they actually reroll this into red. All right, so let's see here. However, if I attack, I can rage and counterattack because of mana draw. All right, screw it. All right, we're going to try this relic or ruins, whatever it's called. Okay. All right, so we've got this 3 attack, we're going to say, is absorbed by our golems. So I'm just going to move it down here. Okay. This 4 attack, we have 3 passive block. Yeah, this 4 attack, we have 3 passive block. I'm going to use March sideways. Actually, you know what? Let's use Promise sideways to do the block on that. And then we're going to use, we've got 2 block here. They are set, or 2 attacks. Each one is worth 1. So we are going to use March sideways for 1. And I think we'll use Rage for the other one. Cool. So everybody has been blocked now. I'm pretty sure we can do a whole bunch of murdering. We're going to go ahead and use a red die for counterattack to get us 4 attack and 3 additional for every unit that was blocked this turn. 2 of them were blocked, 1 was absorbed. So that is 10 attack. we are going to use those 10. We're going to combine these two, and these two will both be dead with that 10 attack. Our 2 passive ice damage will hit this one, and then we will use our guardian golems for 2 more block. I'm sorry, 2 more attack to finish that one off. So we did not use mana draw. We did use everything else. That is red. All right, not giving us a lot of mana choices. So 2, 4, and 8 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, which will get us another command token. And now our hand size is 6. And we do get a free unit, which again, I'm not overly excited about because I would have preferred a elite unit, but we'll take the Red Cape Monks. They are pretty good for regular units. Just going to put this up top there, and then we do have another one for later. Okay. Cool. So we have done this. And we now have a hand size of 6. I'm running out of places to put things. Nailed it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. They no longer have this objective because they did recruit a unit last turn. So their first card will be their objective. It is green, and then 2 more. 1, 2. That is red. They have 1 red mana crystal, so they will draw that. No green mana in there. What does green do? Closest unconquered adventure site. Well, they have a choice. They can go here or they can go there. And whenever it's a tie, you get to choose. Do I want to go there? I forget what that's called. Where's my little fan-made player aid thing? So of course, this is WizKids, so why would they put out a player aid of all the fun stuff that you can do? Of course not. All right, I can never tell labyrinth versus a maze. All right, that's a maze. So you have to fight a brown token. You can only use 1 unit, which is fine because we only have 1 unit, and you have to pay a move to like activate it, which is cool. So yeah, we'll have them go to the monster den, and then they take it out. Objective complete. All right, so then I think we're going to go to that maze, which costs us 4 movement to get in there. So, yikes. We're just going to use swiftness and march to get in there. And then we are going to crystallize and get a white so that we can potentially use mana draw. So we'll crystallize using this blue to get us a white token so that next turn we could potentially use mana draw to better effect. That is red. Yikes. Okay. So those are gone. We have, well, 1, a 2, a 3. All right, that's not bad, except no move at all. Not even a little bit. Yikes. So if we fight it at level 2, it's 2 mana crystals, which is meh. But it's something to do, I guess. So, all right. Their turn. Oh, we could have gone to the village and tried that one quest. Nah. All right, their turn. Again, they need a new objective. It is green. 2 and 3. So no new cards. Green objective. Closest adventure site. I don't see one. They can't go back there. So yeah, it's green. There is no green. They're just going to move now to the closest they can go to explore. So that's basically what they're doing now is they're going to go explore. Because I don't see another adventure set. We're on one, but they won't come to one that we're on. So, cool. All right, so for us, let's see here. It is a brown token. If we get 4 move, we get a spell. I'm not mad at Snowstorm or Charm for that matter. So I think I'm just going to go the mana crystals. I'll just go the mana crystals. I am not happy about it, but that's what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to do Threaten sideways, and we're going to do Tranquility sideways. That's going to get us 2 movement. And we are going to go, and we are going to fight and try to get 2 mana crystals. What do we got? Uh-oh. Medusa. I think I do remember that one. I'm pretty sure that is, in fact, Medusa. All right. That's a good time to get Medusa. We have Cold Toughness. So we have passive 3 block, and then we also have Ice block. So she is blocked, so we don't have to worry about the Paralyze. And then we are just going to go ahead and use Rage against that machine. And actually, you know what? We're not going to use Rage, because we don't need to. I don't see another use for my monks right now. I'm going to use the mana just to use it to hopefully get a different color up here. But we'll use the monks to go ahead and kill Medusa. We do have passive, but again, I'm just using the red. So we have 3 cards for our next turn, which is most likely going to be, yeah, let's just explore and see what we see. All right, so Medusa is dead. That is 5 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is 2 crystals. I'm just going to roll this one twice for the crystals. A white and a blue. And then 4 going back into the source, a white. Cool. Medusa's down. All right, on their turn, 1, 2, 3. So they're out of cards, their objective again. They're going to go here, and they're going to reveal here. And that's going to go there. All right, so we have another Mage Tower. We do have an Oasis, so that's this is a new tile from the expansion. There's an Oasis there in the center, as is the one with the Ziggurat on it. And they have an Orc that they can go fight. Cool, stay on your side of the board. Leave me alone. Cool, that completes this objective. And then on their next turn, they're going to call end of the round. But by that time, I'm going to be perfectly happy with that. And we do need to mark this. We did number 2. Okay, I think we just reveal another tile, I think is all we really got going on right now. Let's see here, how did there's 2 left. So if that's, I'm just trying to figure out how the tiles could go there. All right, I think it's got to go there. Yeah, so we will, let's go ahead and just do, 2 of these sideways. It doesn't super matter which 2. And then we're going to reveal that tile. Actually, you know what? It does matter which 2, just in case. I am going to keep Rage. Just in case it's a Orc or something that we can fight. It's not. All right, so it's going to go here. We have a keep. Definitely going to go after that. Ziggurat, Oasis. Probably a decent time, I guess, to talk about what those do. So the Ziggurat, it is right in front of us, so we potentially can go there. So when you enter the Ziggurat as your action, it's just like all the other adventure sites. You can be on it and not enter it. You can hang out there if you want, and you don't have to actually go to it. There are 3 floors, so there's a 1, a 2, and a 3 on there. So on floor 1, you roll 3 mana dice, and then you choose 1 color of the mana die, and you have to block or assign damage from the corresponding trap. So every floor is trapped. So for instance, if you roll blue, it is an attack of 2 ice. It's a 2 ice attack, and you have to block that. You can then advance to floor 3. You can then advance to floor 4, but you roll less dice. So when you're on floor 1, you roll 3. You get to pick what color. So you can look and be like, all right, well, I can't block fire attack right now, but I can block a 3 poison, that kind of thing. And then you can choose it. When you get to floor 3, you just roll 1 mana die. So whatever it comes up, you have to try to block that. And then to leave, you have to fight a brown enemy. And you can stop kind of whenever you want once you get through the trap. So if you stop on floor 1, you get 2 crystals. If you stop on floor 2, you get a spell. And if you stop on floor 3, you get an artifact. So that's how the Ziggurat works. The Oasis CCs, those things. They're another place where you can recruit as if it were a village. You can recruit there. You can also, for 3 influence, you can get 1 point of healing. You can also do crystal trading. So you can trade in 1 crystal for 2 influence, or you can get 1 crystal for 4 influence. So if you're trying to heal and you have crystals, but you don't have any influence, you can get rid of crystals for 2 each. And you could also buy crystals for 4 each. You also are revitalized when you're in an oasis. So when you start your turn there, you get 2 free movement. So those are the new spots. All right, we have 1 card left. We've already used all of our movement. That is going to do it. Dummy will call end of round. We will concur. And it is time for another day phase. All right, a little bit of everything. How about that? They will get regeneration. They will get a white mana. We will bounce these 2 quests. Slide, slide, slippity slide. These units go away. And then refill. Not the quests. I have to remember to do that on my turn. They've been relatively lackluster and I've been forgetting to do it. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got some scouts, some thugs, some guardsmen, and some foresters. Coolio. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think it's going good so far. I need 3 more fame to level up. There's 1 more tile before we get core tile. So I think that is probably my goal maybe this round, is to make sure we get elite units out. So I have to reveal 2 tiles, basically. All right. Our hand size is 6. We are next to a keep, but it's not ours. They took it from us, which is not cool. Our units are both cool. Let's put them up top like that. And we might try the ziggurat. I do want to go over to the keep. So I'm thinking if I can get this keep and reveal here a non-core tile, I can put a core tile there. There are 4 core tiles, 2 of which are cities in the Soul Conquest. So there's a 50% chance that is a city. And if so, we have a target, but so does our dummy player, because they will go after a city. They only take out 1 token at a time if they go after a city. But, all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That isn't super great. Not a lot of movement. Okay. Oh, boy. Well, great start. Doesn't seem like a terrible idea. 2 more cards. How much movement does it take to get to that keep? Actually, you know what? I could abandon the keep and go for the oasis. I can't go through... Because I don't play this game competitively, I don't know if I can go and take her keep that she took. I think I can. I don't know how. That's another issue with the proxy player for me, is how do you take a keep from somebody else? Don't know, because I've never played competitively before. So I will briefly look at the rules. I'll do this off camera. I'll look at the rules. I'll be back. All right, so according to the rule book, you basically fight a gray unit. You get half fame, but you do get control of the keep. And you still lose the reputation, of course. So I think that's my plan. And if that's my plan, I have plenty of move, so I don't really need great start. I don't want any of these. I don't want any of these. Yeah, I'm just going to take Mana Steel. And let's go ahead and grab, because that way it leaves me planning a great start for next turn, or 2 turns. They took planning. That's the one I wanted. All right, I do get to go first. Let's see, which mana am I going to take? Let's go ahead and take the red. And we'll just set it down here. Okay. There are not 4 quests, so let's look at one. Guard duty. A merchant and his wagon train need to travel across the land, but it has grown more dangerous to do so recently. If you can protect him, he will reward you. While you have a shield token on this card, at the start of each combat, you must pay 2 block or fail the quest. Take the merchant with you. Any inhabited site. Okay. Interact here as your action this turn. No. Okay. Quest? Yeah, I don't like the quest. I don't think I like the quest. All right, we are going to go ahead and go into the keep. I guess we'll have to use instinct for the movement. Jump in here. I'm going to kick her out. Well, probably. We are going to lose 1 rep. All right, so we have that guy. We're going to get half fame. Do you round up or do you round down? We're going to say round up because reasons. Okay. So, coming at us with a 4 swiftness, we have 3 passive block. We do need to effectively get to 8. So let's go ahead and use cold toughness. So that is going to get us a block of 5 plus 1 for each ability. So that is 6, which we don't really even need. 7, 8, 9. So they are blocked. Huzzah. We then have 2 passive attack. So we are just going to use this for the other 2 attack. That's a dead that thing. I'm going to take 2 influence. I'm going to round up because I feel like it. And it didn't say. So we now have 2 keeps, which means our hand size. Oh boy. Our hand size, I think that's my second keep. Yep. So hand size is now 8. While we're on or adjacent to that keep. Here's all my move. Good Lord. Okay. All right. On their turn. They need an objective. Their objective is blue. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and stack mine a little different so that I don't get it confused. 2 and 3. They'll get an extra card. On a blue objective, closest of any of the above that is furthest away from the portal space. Okay. Or further away from the portal space. So I think they're going to basically do anything else, but they're going further away from the portal space. So I think it's probably going to go ahead and be that mage tower. Makes the most sense. I think they're going to go there and try to take it over. So, cool. All right, it's blue. There is not blue up here. It is a normal card, so they will move 1 towards that. Coolio. That's them. I don't want any of these guys. I want an elite unit next turn is what I want. So let's use some of this move, I guess. We're going to use green token to get move 4. We're going to reveal here. That's the way they're going? Yeah, I think. Cool. We have a rampaging orc. Right there. I don't know, is that a dungeon or a... Yeah, it's a dungeon. So we can fight a brown there and then get either a spell or an artifact. Yeah. We have 2 move left, so we'll pop in there. Okay. All right. Okay, so this thing is swinging at us with a paralyzed attack of 4. We have 3 passive block. I will spend... Do I want to spend a move? I might need to move. It's daytime. Yep. I move sideways to block it, which means we only have to do 4 damage back. We have 2 passive, and let's go ahead and do Rage for the other 2. Huzzah! So these 3 cards were used. These were not. Roll that back into a blue. 3 fame, and then a Who's a What's It token from the 1 expansion. So 1, 2, and 3. Which one is that? The little skull looking thing? Little skull looking thing. That means something, I'm sure of it. I think it turns an attack into ranged. Ghost Elixir, 1 attack on a single action card becomes ranged attack. So that's actually pretty cool, especially if we get counterattack. That could really make counterattack quite nice. It is also worth 1 fame or 3 influence if we get rid of it. Okay, this is dead. We did level up. Let's take a look at some skills. All right, this one. You can play a card sideways for 2 instead of 1. If it is a spell, an artifact, or an advanced action, it's 3 instead of 1. This one, for every one time per turn on 1 enemy, for every type of resistance they have, they get -1. Whatever it's called. I want Crystal Mastery anyway. So, oh, I didn't get my rewards yet. Let's go ahead and roll this. That is blue. I don't know what you get first, because, like, that's an artifact. So I could take the artifact one. No, we're going to take this one. Okay. We are going to get an artifact from the dungeon. Okay. We've got that now. Probably won't see another resistant thing for the rest of the game. Technically, we get another one of these for the next time. This is another one, like if you put a card sideways thing. So I guess had I taken all of those, didn't matter what cards I have. I could just be playing stuff left and right. Crystal Mastery seems not terrible. I've only got 3 crystals, but I could work on that. Mountain Lore. We're going to take Crystal Mastery. Okay. Reroll this. Nope, this is an extra one. Okay, so I got my skill. Need my artifact. I'll put those up here. So draw 2, look at 1. Sword of Justice or Emerald Ring. That's not even a choice. Emerald Ring, please and thank you. I love those rings. Okay, we are still next to the keep. So we have 2 keeps, hand size of 6, which is actually 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. All right, they are still working their way towards that mage tower, but we do need 3 cards. White is +3. All right, 1, 2, 3. They're going to go to the mage tower and take it over. Which completes this objective for them. On our turn, we need a quest. Magic Overload. Magic in the air. Play a spell, not sideways. I don't have a spell, so I'm going to stop reading that one. Okay. I want to get some elite units next turn for sure. So I think we're just going to come up here and reveal, which means we probably need to move some of these guys. I wasn't sure where I was going with the map. So let's go ahead and use our Emerald Ring. That's going to get us a green mana token in here. It's going to get us a green mana token out here, and it's going to get us 1 fame. That's that. We're then going to use that green mana token for March. And then we're also going to use this from the source for stamina. So that is 8 movement. So we've got 3, 4, 5 to reveal. Hey, it is a city. It is the white city. Okay, we have 3 movement left, but let's get this out there and this out there. All right, with our 3 movement left, we're going to go ahead and just pop right up here, take this guy. Okay. Oh, and now it is daytime, so we'll have to take a look at this keep. Cool. That is our white city. The first city is level 5. Where's my cities? Cities. There. And that is 2 white and a purple, I believe, what it looks like. 2 white. Purple. Cool. All right. So this guy, he's swinging for 3. We have 3 passive block, so we're all good there. He's got 2 different resistances, so that 5 is actually a 3 because of this. We have 2 passive, which means we need to hit him for 1. And you know what? Tranquility, that's the best use of tranquility I've ever had to kill something. So we will go ahead and use tranquility sideways to take this guy out. That is 3 fame. 1, 2, 3. And +1 rep. We use this. We reroll this. Oh boy. We use these. We are no longer by our keep, so our hand size goes back to 6. I like seeing counterattack. I do like seeing counterattack. All right, on their turn, they need a new objective. That objective is whatever white is. I don't remember, even though I've done it already. Red is an extra card. White. Closest to acquire, well, they're on a mage tower, so they're going to get the cheapest, which is the scouts. They have acquired the scouts, thus completing their objective. Huzzah. All right. I mean, we're going to go in and get that keep, and then we're going to try to take that city out, I think. I don't see why not. Okay, well, maybe take the city out. Maybe not this turn, but probably this turn. These guys are both still good. All right, first things first, we got to get in there. That costs 4. Move. I have 2. Move. Okay. Sure. I don't want to play any of these cards sideways. Oh, well. Okay, so swiftness, move of 2. What we got here? That guy's attacking for 6. I have 3 passive block. I could use the monks to block the other 3. And then if I do that, counterattack will kill him. But if I'm trying to go into the city this turn, I probably want to keep counterattack. Probably don't need crystallize. Mana draw would actually be pretty nice. Am I going to be getting rid of concentration? Is that a thing I'm about to do? No. All right, we're going to get rid of crystallize. That's move of 3. 1 more card sideways. I like all these cards. Therein lies the problem. We'll bounce mana draw. Pains me. We're going to bounce mana draw. That's going to take us in here. We will lose rep. I'm just going to get these out of the way. Cool. All right, swinging for 6. We have 3 passive block. We will use the monks for 3 other block. Coolio. We have 2 passive attack. So counterattack could kill him. In theory. Now, counterattack would do 4 plus the 2. Yeah, we'll counterattack. I don't like it. Whatever. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is, however, our 3rd keep. Right outside of the white city, which is always nice. So our hand size is the rest, is basically. Holy crap, have some influence, Brian. We might be doing that just for... There's 2 things that I can recruit, and I might do it just for the heroic tail bonus. Anywho, it is their turn. They need a new objective. Their objective is going to be green. 2 more cards. That is their last card. The green objective is, again, something I haven't remembered yet. Closest unconquered adventure site. Oh boy. I don't think I see one. So I think they're going to reveal. Because, like, generally speaking, I don't think they're coming all the way back here, even if there was, like, one that we left. So, because they're trying to advance as well. Thematically, they're trying to do the same thing we are, get to the cities. This is a city. Yeah, they might attack it. It is. Okay. Well, that's fun. So, yeah, right there. This might be another reason I don't like the proxy player. They might take that city out, and we don't get to. Like, I get it. That's kind of the point. But at the same time, I don't think I'm even going to score. So I think the second city is level 7, I want to say. It's been a while since I've played this not on Tabletop Simulator. All right, so that is a white. That is 2 brown. And that is a purple. Oh, where's the green city? Speaking of which, we are adjacent to ours, so these should all flip. Okay, and they all get +1 to their defense. So, okay, not overly terrible. All right. So that's them. They accomplished this because they revealed, and they're done for the round. Because on their next turn, they're just going to call Endo. All right, what do we want to do? We're definitely not attacking the city. We have 3 influence, concentration, crystal mastery. Well, I mean, I guess we could do that heroic tail thing and just recruit some stuff for the sake of recruiting some stuff. But if we recruit the thugs, well, our rep will go down, but heroic tail will make the rep go up. Okay. So let's go ahead and heroic tail. So that's going to be influence 6. For each unit I recruit, I get +1 fame and +1 rep at the end of the turn. So that's 6. This is 10 if I use these. So we're going to recruit thugs, which will send our rep down 1. And then we're going to recruit the guardsmen and get rid of the thugs that we just recruited. Because we can only have 3. So we'll put these guys, put them over here. Thugs, we get them, then they go away. However, we recruited 2 units, so our rep will go up 2, our fame will go up 2. Crap, yeah, there. Yeah, okay. And then, you know what? They're going to call Endo on their turn anyway. Let's just make this quicker. No. Yeah, I'm going to Crystal Mastery. Never did use my red mana. Crystal Mastery, gain a crystal to your inventory of the same color as a crystal you already own. I'm going to go blue. Cool. So, got those 2 left. Reroll that. And a green. They call Endo. Yeah, I don't know what I thought I was going to do here. Nothing. Whoops. That's going to go out there. Yeah, I mean, let's do the turn. Cool. All right, so it is nighttime. Never did use the red. At the very least, I should have crystallized that, but I think I used that for something else. Okay, nighttime. There we go. Still have this. This guy's ready. They are going to get maximal effort. They are going to get a blue token. We're going to lose foresters. We've revealed core tiles, so we'll get 2 elites, fire mages, and sorcerers. Neither one of them are available on a keep. Awesome. And then 2 non-elites. Let me kind of switch how these. I'm not sure. Hopefully they're just on camera. Oh, I'm not sure how long this monastery has been there, but there should also be a Blood Rage is also available in the monastery. I won't buy that. I don't like Blood Rage. This card or the game. Bite me. But they might, I guess, maybe. Yeah, depending on what they draw, they're right next to that monastery. So, cool. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm 1 fame away from another command token. They are right outside that city. Yikes. Okay, hopefully I get some cards here that will help me with the city I am outside. So I have 1, 2, 3 keeps. My hand size is 6, so 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops, that's not where I've been putting those, I don't think. All right, counterattack, cool. Cold toughness, cool. That's it. Concentration, cool. Stamina, not as cool. Heroic Tail would be great, except those sorcerers are not available. Well, they'll be available if I conquer the White City, I can buy those things. Okay, March, Tranquility, Swiftness, and the Emerald Ring. So not great for assaulting a city, but we do have 3 units. They're regular units, not overly fantastic, but they'll help. Especially if I am just going to be replacing them anyway when I buy more units from the White City. Okay. Oh, we do have to wipe 2 quests. At this point, what did I do 1 quest or 2 quests? I don't remember. But like at this point, probably not doing any more quests. I'm again going to probably try to get the cities, because if I don't, the proxy player will. All right, let's see what kind of tactics we got going on here. Mana search wouldn't be terrible. Preparation, I could go get. I go to a card that might actually do some damage. Because currently, damage-wise, I've got counterattack, swiftness, and cold toughness, which I most likely would use for block instead. Considering 2 of those things are fire attacks, I would definitely use them for block instead. Yikes. So probably Midnight Meditation. Yep. So Midnight Meditation, and once time this night, before any of your turns, you may shuffle up to 5 cards from your hand back into your deed deck and then draw that many cards. So there's at least 5 cards I don't like. So I guess that's the obvious choice here. Let's see what they get. I'm sad I don't have sparing power right now, to be honest. And actually, I really want to use it right now since I'm right outside the city. But if I were trying to take out the White City and then also go to the green, sparing power would be pretty awesome. All right, mana search, so they will go first. We're going to use Midnight Meditation right now. I want that. I'm not mad at Emerald Ring. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. So we are going to do Emerald Ring. So these 5, you may shuffle up to 5 cards, including ones from your hand, back into your D deck and not draw that many. So we are going to shuffle those back in here and then draw 5 and hope to get some more help with the attacks and the defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are done. They're going first. That's all I really need to remember. In fact, let's get their objective card. There it is. And that way I'll remember. Oh boy. That, not really better. Instinct. So we got another card that we can use for attack or defense. And then move, crystallize, and threaten. All right. Red, I do believe that means they're going after the city. And 1, 2, 3. That is green. So they will get one more card. Let's see. Red. Closest unconquered fortified site or non-destroyed monastery. Okay. Technically, the monastery is closer than the city. So they are going to go to the monastery and they are going to burn it to the ground. But that will complete their objective. I think that also means this goes away. Doesn't super matter if it doesn't, because I'm not going to get it anyway. Okay. Well, that was them. So now it is us. Do we have enough to jump into this city? I don't know, but let's find out. Cool. All right, we're going to jump in with March. Just going to set that to the side. So we are up here. Grab these guys. And they all have +1 to their defense stat or whatever. All right, let's see about blocking them first of all here. Wish I had Crystal Mastery. That would be sweet. Bet I don't. All right, so this is ice attack 5 +1 ice attack for every ability they have. So we are going to use one of our blue dice or blue mana for ice attack 6. And then we're going to use 2 stamina. This is cumbersome, so we can lower that attack from 8 to 6, and then this will block it. So we have used that, and we've used this. So this guy, though, is blocked, so we're just going to move him down here for now. Okay? All right. We then have... Yep. This guy, who is Swift Paralyze. Awesome. So that means we have to basically have 6 fire block to block this person. Well, here's 4, and we have 2 passive. So that guy's blocked. Cool. This guy, on the other hand, we might just be taking 2 wounds. Yeah, we're going to take 2 wounds. All right, so now I'm just going to put them all back up here to do some damage. All right, we did block 2. Probably should have saved that fire. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to crystallize using this to get a red, and then we're going to use that red for counterattack. So we blocked 2 of them, so that is 10 damage. Let's treat these 2. Those are the 2 these are the 2 we blocked. So we'll treat these 2 as the same. So that is 16 damage that we need to do to kill these 2, because those are both technically 8s. So there's 10 of it. Let's go ahead and concentrate using our green mana on Instinct, which will get us 6 more. So we've used all this. These are dead. Cool. We now need to do 5 more. 5 more because I'm going to use this resistance thing. So it's +1 because it's the white city. It's -1 because it's fire resistant. So it is 5. We have 2 passive, which means we just need to hit it with 3. I don't know what else I'm doing this turn with my units. So let's just go ahead and use this for 2. Oh, wait a minute. Could I have blocked this guy? Nope, I don't have any more blue. I was going to say, these 2 combined could have blocked that guy, but I don't have any more blue. Crystallize that, use that. Yeah, cool. Okay. So yeah, we are gonna take these 2 wounds. And then we have 2 passive to attack this guy. And then let's go ahead and just use all of our units. There we go. We attacked a city, so we do also lose some rep. But they're all dead. Huzzah! So 3 of our tokens are going to go on the city. And that is 14 plus 5, so 19. So down 1, up 20. Okay, so we still have these 2. We still have these 2. All of the other stuff goes away. Crystal Mastery would have been real nice to have there, because we would have kept all of those tokens. But we don't have it, so that's all right. We are next to a keep. Our hand size is 9. So we have 4 here, including the wounds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. We leveled up. We got another command token here. We do get to look at a couple skills. Guess we can get rid of these things as well. All right, we have passive movement, and then whatever the cooperative one is, and I don't remember what the cooperative one is, and I'm not sure if it's on here. It's not. We're just going to take the passive movement then, because I don't remember what this does. Let's take, you know what? I guess we could take one of those. I don't want to, so we'll just take the passive movement. Cool. We did not get our heal. That would have been neat. We do get one of these. I mean, Chivalry seems cool. Crap, I should have gotten this before I drew my cards. I'm pretty sure Emerald Rain was the last card I drew. I think Chivalry. I mean, the move might be nicer for the purposes of getting to the Green City, but I just used most of my mana and all of my units. So I don't know if I'm going to be hitting up the Green City this round. Hopefully the proxy player leaves something alive over there for me and I can get over there and do it. Song of Wind. More mountain lore. You can enter mountains for 5. There are no mountains in my way. If you end your turn in a mountain or a hill, your hand limit is increased. Yeah, we're just going to go Chivalry. That's a lot of blue, white cards in my hand. Cool. Okay, we got our skill. We got our advanced action. We got all of our fame. We lost our reputation. We are in the White City now, so we can start getting some units next turn. Our rep is 0. We do have some stuff and some things. I don't think I drew one of these and probably should, but again, probably not even going to do it. Cool, they are up. So their new objective is whatever blue is. 3, and then green, we'll get another card. Blue is, I believe, yeah, closest of any of the above that is further away from the portal space. Well, for them to get further away from the portal space, they have to head in towards the city. So they're going to be going towards the city to attack it. It is a blue objective. There is no blue. Oh, there might be. Hold on. Forgot to roll that. There is no blue in the source, so they get 1 movement. So for their movement, we could technically slow them down if I move them here. They will then have to fight these guys. And then when they move into the city, they'll have to fight those guys. But that, I think, goes against the spirit of how this is supposed to work. So we're just going to move them in here, and they will kill these guys. And then on their next turn, we don't really need to put that on there, but I'll do it just to remind myself that that's their objective. On their next turn, they're attacking the city. So we can kind of reveal the city now. And how that works is they will automatically kill whatever has the lowest fame. All of those have 5. That has 8. So I'm not sure if that's on camera. So let me do this. I know that's on camera. So 3 of those 4 have 5 fame. So we will get to choose which one they take out, basically. But then on every one of their turns going forward, at least in this round, so I still have a decent amount of cards left, so for this round, they're going to be basically doing a damage, or killing one of those things. So basically, they have 4 more turns until the game's over, unless I can get through this round quicker than that. Which I don't know if I can, because I still have... I have 7 cards left, so if I can spend some of them now, which I'm going to try to, because that's my best bet, I think, is just to get to the end of the round. It's a long way for me to go, though, movement-wise. So what do I got? I've got 4. Let's assume it's day. It's 7, 12, 15, 20. I would need 22 movement to jump into the city from where I'm at currently. So the game is probably over. They are probably going to take out that other city. So let's see what happens. All right. So let's see here. I have mana draw. I have some influence. Oh, technically another quest comes out. Hey, look at that. I don't want to do it. Because there's other things I do want to do. All right. So I am going to mana draw. I'm going to turn this gold into white, and we're going to get 2 white source or crystals. So that is 10 influence. We have a discount of 3 effectively, so we effectively have 13 influence. 15 influence. What am I looking for? I'm looking for 18. I want to buy both of those elite units. So I said 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I can just do, oh, I don't need to turn these sideways because I am just going to bounce this for the last 3 that I need. So with those 18, I'm going to recruit these 2. That's going to increase my rep by 2, increase my fame by 2. And use all this stuff. Gold. Cool. So this is my current hand. One of these I can just keep. And then we're going to have to bounce one of these guys. We're going to bounce the guardsman. I like the resistance of the golems there. Okay. All right. So I've got 5 cards. 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I already get rid of my heal? I think I did. No, I didn't. So my heal is one of my last 3 cards. Of course. Of course. All right. So, yeah. Cool. All right. On their turn. 1, 2, 3. It's blue, so 1 more. They're going to go into the city and they're going to attack something. Let's have them defeat this guy. Since this is the green city, all of those attacks would be poison. So we'll have them defeat this guy. Cool. That's them. Again, they technically get another shield, but they don't need one. So, all right. Our turn. I think I just go take out the spawning ground. Is that what that is? Because I'm not going to get to that city. I mean, I can end the round, but there's a better than decent chance they're just going to go after the city again because they're right there. So I think we just go kill the spawning grounds and then the game effectively is going to end. But let's see here. I don't remember what the spawning grounds has in it. There we go. 2 brown tokens. The reward is 3 crystals and an artifact. Okay, well, I do have 2 elite units. Let's just go ahead and move there for now. And hope to get... I'm going to go right there. We're right? Or is it 4? Or is it 5? No, it's 4. And hope to get my heal. So hopefully my heal is not my last card. Sure is, right? Yep. Cool. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, that's fine. So on their turn, they're going to take out, let's go, this guy. Cool. Well, they do have to draw some cards. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, they have enough turns left to basically end the game. So that's cool. It's fine. It's fine. Everybody's fine. All right, let's do some spawning grounds. So let's see here. These wounds are still in my hand. I'm just going to move them down. I'm going to put the tokens up here. Cool. All right, I think there's nothing about like not being able to range some stuff down, right? Yeah. So let's see what we can do. Okay. We have the sorcerers here who can range down, choose an enemy, lose all fortifications, choose an enemy who lose all resistances. Doesn't super matter, so we're just going to use them for ranged 3. And then we are going to use the fire mages for range 3 fire. And let's go ahead and have them just go ahead and kill Medusa. So Medusa is dead. And then we will use our passive 3 block. And then this 2 block to block the, I think that's a Minotaur. And then we will go ahead and use Crystal Mass, or this crystal from the source. Attack 4 and Reputation 1 and Fame 1 for each enemy that this attack, using this attack that it's defeated. So we are going to defeat the Minotaur as well, which will get us 1 rep and 1 fame. Cool. So they are both dead. That is 9 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 78 fame. All right, so we used this. We used this. These are still in our hand. But like we're going to draw this. And then spoilers as to what my last turn is going to be. We also get, what did I say? I don't remember. 3 random crystals and an artifact. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, whatever the artifact is, we get it into our hand. Druidic staff or an endless bag of gold. Endless bag of gold. And 3 random crystals. All right, so the black is a fame, and then white and blue. Cool. On their turn, that is their last card. They are going to take out the last 5 fame Monstar. All right, our turn. Let's go ahead and use Emerald Ring. That's going to get us a fame, which levels us up for fun. And gets us another token. That's going to get us a green crystal into our inventory. It's going to get us a green crystal that I'm going to use for tranquility to heal these 2 wounds. And let's see here. We have another command token. Can we move back? We can move back into the city. And then we can maybe buy something else. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That 3 is 6. This would be 10. I mean, let's try it, I guess. We'll go ahead and move back in to the city. Cool. And then we've got effectively 3 influence plus 4. This is also 2 fame. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So with 11 effective influence, we are going to use the ability of the green city to draw an elite and hope it's 9 or less. It is not. It is 13. So just because they're worth points, we will go ahead and recruit the northern monks. Cool. We are officially out of cards. At their turn, okay, the game is technically not over, but I'm going to call it because they don't have any cards left. So on their turn, they will technically call it end of round. But again, I am 22 move away from getting to that green city, so it's not going to happen before they take it out. You know what? I might be able to take that dragon out, though. Yeah, screw it. We're going to play one more round. So they call it endo. I concur. We're basically going to do one. We're going to kill a dragon, and then we're going to call it end of the game. And killing this dragon, quite frankly, shouldn't be very difficult, considering I'm going to have 9 cards in my hand, and I'm going to have 5 units that are all ready to go. But I like this game, so you know, let's squeeze every last drop out of it. They're going to get that. It's going to go away. I'm not even going to worry about the quests. I'm not going to do them. These will go away. We technically will get 2 more elites. Could also buy those for fun / points. I don't think I'm even going to score though, so it doesn't super matter. This one will go away. And then let's see, what do we have left for daytime? Rethink and Great Start. I'm just going to take Rethink, so I go first. No, I might as well take Great Start. They can go first. I don't care. Like I said, kind of just doing it for fun anyway. So I will get more cards. Cool. So they're going to go first. I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. That is green. So they're going to do an adventure site. No, they're going to attack the city. And then 2 cards, which is another card. So they will attack the city on their turn, and they will trigger the end of the game. So we have 1 turn to take out this dragon, which again shouldn't be overly difficult. Especially considering we're going to have 11 cards, 5 units, 2 of which are elite. All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool. All right, so it is our turn. Very exciting. Let's see here. It's swinging at us for 7. What does the little assassinate thing mean? I think that means damage from this attack cannot be assigned to units. If unblocked, it has to all be assigned to the hero. Okay, that's fine. We're going to block it. Whoop. Let's see. I don't even think we'll... Do we have to use any cards? All right, we have 3 passive block. So we are going to go ahead and... I'm going to see if I can do it with only units, and then I'll see how I do it with cards too, just for fun. So 3 passive block, which means we need 4 more block. Most efficient way to get 4 more block is probably using a mana, but I don't want to. So let's go ahead and just use the golems for block and the monks. Cool. All right, so it is blocked, and then we need 9 attack. That is 3, that is 6, that is 9. So we can kill it using all units and no cards. Now let's try to kill it with all cards and no units. Why? Funsies. Okay. So again, 3 passive block, so I need 4 more block. There's 2. There's 4. So it is officially blocked. And then we need to hit it back for 9. We have 2 passive, so we technically only need 7. But if we use counterattack, that gets us 7. But we can also use chivalry for fun. And that would get us +1 rep. Yay! And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fame. and another one of those tokens that I'll just cash in for fame. So there we go. That was Solo Conquest Mage Knight with the proxy player. Forgot what it was called. Not a dummy player. Well, a dummy player, but the proxy player and Quest, kinda. Like I said, I think I did one or two early. I don't think I like them. I don't think they're necessary. I think there might be scenarios though where this is kind of the main feature. I haven't tried that yet, so that might be something to try especially if the quest are something that you're interested in. Because in the normal scenarios, you've already got stuff to do. So I don't know. I never really needed more stuff to do. I mean, there's a keep out here that I didn't do. There's a ziggurat that I didn't do. There's Mage Tower that I didn't do. An orc that I didn't do. Oh, we did kill that guy. Get out of here, guy. So there's plenty that we didn't do. Not to mention the stuff that the dummy did. The dummy took care of this ziggurat. The dummy did that. Monster Den. The dummy did that. Mage Tower. There's plenty to do. So I'll have to look at the quest that uses and kind of introduces, or the scenario that uses and introduces the quest to see if that might be, there's less to do in there. I mean, the goal might, I don't know. I haven't looked at it. The goal could just be complete so many amount of quests or something like that, which might make the quest a little bit more fun. In terms of the proxy player, for my play style, don't like it. I would rather just have the dummy be the timer. I don't really want the proxy player to take out the last city when I'm too far away to get to it. I don't mind it kind of getting in the way. I don't mind that, just being on the board. But taking out things and doing other things, and potentially, I think they can even take out your stuff. So if, like, for instance, I took out their keep, they can take yours out if it's kind of on the way to where they're going. So that again, I hate that. I don't want them taking out my things. It took them so long for me to, murder those people and take that keep. But overall, I mean, Mage Knight is an amazing game. Absolutely love it. It is definitely a top solo game, if not my top solo game of all time. We did the top 10 solo lists last year, and it was top 3, but I don't know. It's probably still one. It's very good. But for me, the Apocalypse Dragon expansion, I haven't done all the scenarios yet. Coral's fine. It's fine. It's more Mage Knight after a long time, which is very cool. I'm looking forward to the next one where there's 2 more mages and finally some more advanced actions, some more units, some more spells, some more tactics. That is what I think the game has needed for a long time, other than a second edition and someone to take it away from WizKids, which is really what the game needs, so that it can be treated the way it deserves to be treated, with tiles that are the same color, cards that have the same font and the same color on the backs. Just, things like that they really should be doing, in my opinion. Anyway, that was kind of my little rant / first opinion. So that has been Mage Knight with quests and the proxy player from the Apocalypse Dragon expansion. So leave in the comments what you think of the proxy player, what you think of the quests, and also who your favorite Mage Knight is if you've played this game before. So I'd be interested to see that too. I think my favorite 4 are the 4 from the base game. Some of the other ones are pretty fun, but Tovok's really cool. I like getting units, so Nora Was is also pretty fun for me. So anyway, thanks for joining me. We'll see you later.